Hello and welcome to the fifth and final session in the mini-series, Doom in Halcyon City. We are playing Masks, a New Generation, a tabletop RPG by Brendan Conway, put out by Magpie Games. And this is brought to you by I-95 Games and the Intercontinental Group of Awesome. We have had a guest player for the month of December, and this is the final session. Jan is not able to join us. He has more end of year, I believe, more LARP stuff going on. And so I have cleverly thought of a way to work his character out, and we will deal with that in the very beginning. In the mini-series, we have dealt with Nemo and their conflict with Corruption in the last session. You guys had basically destroyed the sphere and stopped the threat of the Telrop army and Norix the Devourer coming to Earth and taking over everything. You successfully took care of that, and now all this left is this one little loose end called Corruption, the super villainous, and you guys had brought her out, like you create a portal to get out of the sanctuary of the doomed, ended up at Nemo's home, and then zip-zapped your way out of Nemo's home to the woods where you guys have recently fought some of the Telrop soldiers and defeated them. That's the setup. Let's remind ourselves of the characters. So who would like to go? I think JD should go last. So who would like to introduce their character first?
I'll jump in.
Awesome.
All right, I am playing Seraph, and Janice. Half of her life is as Seraph, as a marvelous angel-themed flying superheroine. And the other half is in her more mortal guise as Ashley Banner, who goes to Hope Prep High and band practice and tries to do normal girl things like photography and hanging out, maybe going to the mall.
Do teenagers these days go to the mall? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either, but I feel like since this is comic books, it's kind of okay to be anachronistic.
I think it's kind of expected because the writers and artists all went to the mall, or that's the trope that you use. I was just curious, like I often notice that.
I mean, I'm definitely too old to definitively tell you whether or not young kids these days go out to the mall. But
I believe JD's the youngest amongst us, and perhaps could be the anointed expert of such things.
Okay.
Well, I could text my younger cousin who's.
Yeah, you can bridge the worlds for us.
You just let them know, hey, the olds have a question.
Yes.
Or
we could just realize that it doesn't actually matter.
Okay, thanks, Paul, for your logic and correctness. And now you get to introduce your character, Paul.
My character goes to the mall, but primarily for Orange Julius, which I don't think there are any left in existence. So, Viridian is the hero name of Anil Hara, who is the son of Halcyon City's supreme sorcerer, sort of, and Magister Justinian. And he has had a fairly constrained life in a lot of ways. It was always studying in grades and studying in magic and studying in whatever, and kind of only ever got time off on Sunday. And that's when he actually went to the mall. And that's why he knows about pop culture from hanging out in the back of Barnes & Noble and watching stupid movies and eating Sbarro pizza. So that's Viridian.
That is wonderful. And then next we would need to know about Alex's character.
Yeah, I'm Unisha Upal, the aka Armature, the brain. I'm the super genius with the kind of mini Dr. Octopus tentacle prosthetics. Because I am quadriplegic, if you would that be the correct term?
Yeah,
yeah. I think I have one full leg. Everything else goes as far as a knee or an elbow or just before. And I accidentally created a, let's say, supervillain that is should be a landmine disposal hive mind swarm, but is something else now.
Cool, thank you.
And it calls you mommy.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, we do love to like jab you with that. Last but not least, JD, please tell us about your character.
Well, first of all, I have a definitive answer about the mall. It is no longer a cool place to hang out, unfortunately.
Is it actively a lame place to hang out, though?
I don't think. I think bordering on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe it's not there yet, but it's bordering.
Threatening.
All right. So that established. Let's see. Nemo is dealing with some stuff. Has his mom, so their mom and their brother, and the ex-girlfriend that wanted to destroy the world, of course. Well, not destroy as much as, allow an alien conquering army to take over. So we stopped them for now, but she's still, we have to deal with the fallout of her, and it was more of a stopgap than I think an actual solution. That's what we did. Just kind of like put some duct tape over that whole bomb. Yeah, Nemo can shapeshift and do some other things that are kind of cool. Memories, life force sucking.
And they got to make out with someone last session.
Oh yeah, they did. Nemo was freaking out, unsure of themselves, and in this intense epic moment, Armature just was like, "You can do this," and just planted one on them, and so we have to have the fallout of that. That's definitely interesting, exciting stuff. That was perfectly timed too. Good stuff.
Alex is good with the perfect timing. Cool. So those are the characters that we have on slate today. We have the teleportation of you guys zip-zapping out of Nemo's home. And, of course, we had that little callback to the mom walking around the corner and saying, "Hey, did I hear Spence's voice?" And the four of you, plus Coral Corruption, all appear in the forest area. I know this game doesn't need such a thing, but I like maps, so shut up, because I've created a map mostly so I could make a little ranger truck on fire, and I'll just move it so you guys can see
that
it too.
Poor Ranger.
Poor Ranger. Yeah, you got the hula hoop girl out of the front, and it's now burning, and then you guys all teleport in. I mean,
is that like a Baldur's Gate screenshot or something?
That was Rich Googling through a bunch of really cool pictures. It probably is Baldur's Gate. I don't know.
Or something similar. Maybe.
I will say that I cropped off a part that looked like it was a little shrine with like bones and everything. I cropped off that part because that doesn't seem like it would be in Wharton State Forest. So there you guys go. Team pool. I added one to the team pool per our normal rules. So you're a team pool of 3. When all 4 of you arrive, Coral Corruption is already standing up, looking around, and you realize that Atlas plus Atlas's Eldritch Sword are not with you. And he should have come through he did step through the portal. He should have come through with you when you zip-zapped your way here. And so, we have this.
For him from the house. So he's not stuck in the other dimension.
He is not. He did make it to the house.
Which is
but
good.
When something happened when he stepped from the house, the portal that took you guys here.
It's not a portal. Right. I was the one that took us here. So
you're right. Sorry. When you were zip-zapped. So it's not a portal. When he was snapped through, he didn't come.
Yeah, he went somewhere else. Which we're used to.
Yeah, I know. And what's funny is
apparently I need better GPS.
There's like one panel of the Orange Julius, and you think that's where he's going to show up, but then he doesn't. And so now we come back to you guys, Sans, Atlas, but still with the 4 of you and Coral Corruption. And she looks over at remember, her power set is super strength and memory manipulation. And so those are 2 things to keep in mind as you guys face off with her. She says, are we really going to do this?
Yeah. Sorry. What were the powers you listed again? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're on the same page too. I paused for a second. So she has super strength and memory manipulation.
Yeah.
And is that
the life sucking thing?
Yeah, that's right. Life sucking, vitality, absorption.
Yeah.
And she also sucks.
She does. Like, yes.
She also sucks. Yeah.
Was she also quite fast?
Putting it up.
Yeah,
super. It did say super strength and speed in the list of the doomed things. So yeah, speed is in there. Probably not like super fast, but above average.
Not Flash, but maybe Spider-Man.
I'm gonna say superhuman speed, so it's superhuman in some scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like you, as a Doomed, have been increasing your powers, we find from her moment of, are we going to do this? And Viridian responding, yes, we're going to do this. She snaps her fingers and Armature, Viridian, and Seraph, all of you, there's like a black aura that forms around you, and then a twin of yourself, a psychic construct, step forward, and then they all form around her. So now she has her own super team.
That is excellent.
Obsidian psychic constructs that she has created. That, you know, maybe you guys have to fight yourselves again. Rich is going to the well one more time.
Okay, so I had an advance that I was gonna get, and I was choosing between. We had said that someone already had I am not my body, right? Or could I take that?
I believe we did say that. Isn't that something Seraph took?
Okay.
Yep.
So in that case, I think I'm just gonna add bonus and rearrange my moves. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
So yeah, she snaps her fingers. These twins step forward, and she says, "Now it feels evenly matched." What do you do? I will ask first Armature, because you are the person who, using your genius that pointed out as tactical genius, you pointed out that Viridian could just change the landscape. And Viridian, don't forget, that made you angry because you felt like a pawn being used.
I think I look at the I take a moment to look at our doppelgangers, and I do look to Anil. Anil, if these are us, or close to us, I don't know anything about magic. Do you want to relieve some frustration? Swap partners?
Sounds good to me.
I'm doing that as a flaw in their plan, because I think since other armature should be not unresistant to magic, and also I've messed with magic people with tech before. I think it's best we swap. So I'm going to roll Tactical Genius.
Do it.
Plus Savior, which I got. Yep. Can't see. Where is it? Got stuff in the way. Windows. Oh. Well, I missed something. I played into the enemy's hands. Watch the trap spring.
Awesome. So, yes, you point out what you feel is an error in Coral Corruption's plans, but as you, let's say that you pause to say that, and then lightning quick, she's on you. She just zips forward, tackling you. Your tentacles kind of flutter in the wind as she slams you to the ground. And then we see that like several versions of her hand as she's speed punching you. And she just hammers you into the ground. I need you to take a powerful blow. You
Yeah.
have to get a potential for that failure.
That bitch!
Okay, well, I'll do the roll. Yeah, I'm trying to like get my tentacles in the way to kind of, weather this.
Oh, that does appear to be a hit, my
It
friend.
does.
You can lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain in Mark II conditions.
I'm going to mark conditions. Afraid. But I'm also angry. So I'm like, as each blow comes in, tentacles are coming in as fast as I can.
Nice.
I mean, it's still kind of, they're slamming back with each blow, but I'm putting more and more in the way.
Sweet. And so as she does that, the psychic constructs are moving forward to fight each of you. Let's take a small break to do the team move. You guys enter battle against a dangerous foe. I add 2 to the team pool. So I started the game with 1. You're now in a fight, so the team pool is 3. And who is your leader? Still Nemo, or as someone else? Like, it seems like our armature keeps telling you guys what's going on.
Yeah, well,
That's just armature.
could-
I think Nemo is still.
all right. I put my hat in the ring.
I'm good with Nemo.
All right. Let's see. What do I have for influence?
I misread Jen's note about, I think, Nemo Viridian. I saw the V and I thought it said villain. And I'm like, wait, no, you can't do that. Okay, cool. Do you have the influence over every teammate?
I have Armature, Viridian, and Seraph. So yes, I do.
Awesome. That adds 1 to the pool. Does everyone have the same purpose in the fight? What is the purpose in the fight, Nemo leader?
Our purpose is to stop and capture Cora, I think, right?
Anyone not want to do that? Okay, your team pool is at a 5. That's a pretty good team. I gotta derive some wedges in here.
Boom.
Influence is broken. All right.
Gonna
Does anyone
kick your ass.
mistrust Nemo?
I'm super trustworthy, guys.
Yes.
All right. I think we've seen that in RP. And then, are you guys ill prepared or off balance? I don't know. What do you
No, I
think?
don't think so.
I don't think so. We've fought in this little area before, and we brought her here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right, there you go. You're now sitting in a team pool of 4. Armatures on the ground, being pummeled, and each of you are fighting.
All right.
Another.
Can I? Oh.
You can act. What do you
Can
wish to do?
I go and at Cora? Like,
You can
so
try,
get
but
her off armature.
there's a shadowy armature there who jumps in the way, and she is saying, "Wouldn't you like to kiss me again?" As she comes forward with her tentacles moving forward, and she's trying to talk you out of this, trying to tell you that you can just give in right now, and you'll get what you want. The Coral will give you everything you need.
No, I'm gonna punch. Gonna punch.
All right, and I need you to resist Coral's.
Just gonna start. Oh yeah, I totally want to resist Cora's influence.
All right, reject her influence.
So
Go ahead and roll.
First. All right, let me roll that. Whoops, getting onto the thing again. Submit. And
on a hit, you get to choose one. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can shift one label up and one label down, your choice, or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
All right, I'm going to I think clear a condition. Oh, and I but before I rolled at the beginning for burn. So or actually no, I'll mark potential and I'll keep the condition. That's fine. Yeah, I will mark potential. I have 3, and I'm gonna immediately prove them wrong. I'm gonna try to just, I guess, yeah, I guess I'm shape-shifting to try to attack the thing. I'm gonna go with
shadow armature is what we will call them.
Yeah,
Shadow Armature, and Shadow Viridian.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack Shadow Armature.
There, yeah,
proving
we have
them wrong.
There are too many evil armatures.
Shadow Armature, and I'm going to transform into. Yeah, let's just go with a tiger again. That was pretty cool. And just jump on top of that blue tiger, tackling.
Sweet, I think you're directly engaging a threat.
Yep. All right.
By the way, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like pushing against her influence over you it's gotta be a little overexerting. What do you think?
I mean, I think that's overexerting power, not. So I think it'll get there, but it maybe not there yet. Maybe wait till I do a little more power moves.
Okay.
I have 3 burn on freak, so I can do some cool stuff. All right, I'm going to.
Just so we're clear, I was talking about overexerting yourself as one of the signifiers to mark on your doom track.
Yeah.
Not that you physically be tired from this.
I know. I think, maybe after like a little more power thing, then that would happen.
Let me again state, this is the 5th of 5 sessions, and you still have one.
Okay, we'll mark it.
I'll stop asking questions and start telling you.
So, it's marked.
All right. Thank you. Sweet. So you're directly engaging a threat. Let's see it.
Yep. I thought did I roll or no?
Yeah, you got a 14.
Holy crap!
I got a 14.
That is awesome. Nice move.
Yeah. So
the threat roll plus danger on a hit trade blows on a 10+. Pick 2 options.
So I am resisting or avoiding their blows. This tiger is ferocious, man. It's just taking it down going for the jugular, clawing into it. And this is somewhat distressing, but just doing it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
All right. I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies, and of course, no, that's two. Yeah. So resist or avoid the blows, and create an opportunity for allies. That is what I want to do.
Shadow armature disappears as you've torn it into 1,000 shards of psychic construct. I think I'd like to see what Seraph is doing.
Hmm.
You're still on mute.
I clicked unmute, and I also did the keyboard shortcut for unmute. And I have a Bluetooth keyboard, and sometimes it's like, no, I took a nap. I'm sorry. Don't worry.
I'm saving your battery. You don't
I'll
need
get
me
to it
every
in 20
second.
more seconds. So, anyways, I think Seraph's probably going straight for her shadow self, because primarily I just think she'd feel like it was her fault if it hurt any of her teammates.
Oh, nice. And I think that the Shadow Seraph is drawn just a little bit more demonic. Like instead of fingers, they end in like talons, and there's just this evil glint to her eye. And yeah, you guys, like, I imagine like flying against each other. It's one of those double panels that's very wide, like landscape format of the two of you flying towards each other.
Yep.
Are you directly engaging a threat then?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm probably going to try and impact her in the sky and throw her down. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Oh, what's
Rolled
the number?
5.
All right.
+1 is a 6. Oh my goodness.
Right.
That is a fail. Unless someone wants to help you out to kick that to a 7, I will pause.
No, I'll kick that up to a 7. I was already focused on shadow armature because of the only potentially evil armature's suggestion. So when that was suddenly resolved, I'm looking around, and I think I just fling a beam very quickly up as I'm choosing my next target, and that hopefully will cause Shadow Seraph to falter.
Nice. Well, with 7, that gives you an option on directly engaging. You do get to trade blows. So which option do you choose?
I feel like this is going to be a bit of a long haul fight, so I'm going to choose to resist or avoid their blows.
Nice. Cool. So you grab hold of Seraph or Shadow Seraph, or how do you choose? Like when you fly at each other, what are you imagining Seraph does? Because you've resisted or avoided her blows. She was looking to claw at you.
Yeah, and Seraph's tactic is actually sort of to fly at her and then rear back with the momentum and plant a couple of feet in her gut.
Nice.
And try to like wrap a hand around to the back of her neck in order to try and use her own ability to create lift to sort of turn her aside.
Sweet. So you wrap around her, you resist and avoid her blows. She isn't able to hurt you. But when you fly up, she twists and grabs hold of your leg and starts trying to fly up with you. And she's going to try to climb up your body. Now, the advantage is that is going to take Shadow Seraph away from everyone else, and which is maybe what you want, but it also means that you might end up like up in the sky, away from the rest of the team. So we'll cut away. That's what we see in those couple panels of reaction to Viridian. You just helped out Seraph to avoid blows from Shadow Seraph. The two of them are still wrangled, and now because of the swap up, and then you're unfortunately still fighting Shadow Viridian. So he has these like shadowy beams that are forming around his hands. Yeah.
I think what I'd like to do is bind Shadow Viridian. I'm going to send out a beam of green light that basically turns into like a boa constrictor, and I want it to wrap around Shadow Viridian and hold him tight so that he can't gesture, etc., etc., etc.
Cool. I think that also is directly engage a threat. Like I almost feel like it's unleash your powers, but I really feel like the goal is that he wants to hurt you, you want to hurt him. Constrict, stop him. So I'm going to go with directly engage.
Yeah, it's less about the environment. Yep. That is a 7. Let me take a quick look. You just said that, but looking. I would like to. I'm also going to resist or avoid.
Nice. So what happens? The boa constrictor wraps around his upper torso, Shadow Viridian, but he pries one hand free, and you see these beams shoot out, and it's almost like light through a prism. And you see these dark green beams that come, and you barely whirl out of the way, but say it like singes part of your kick-ass looking. Does Viridian have a cloak? He doesn't have a cloak in the picture, does he? I totally wanted him to have a cloak for a moment there, but he's on a cloak kind of guy, so his vest gets singed. But you were able to resist and avoid those blows. Let's cut back to Armature, because it looks like Coral Corruption. She says, so you think Nemo cares about you? He was always in love with me. And you're muted, Alex.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to take advice from a psychopath. So, and then I want to you kind of like all my tentacles just writhe up one arm and just turn into like a giant Hulk style arm for a second.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Punch her through as many trees as I can. I'm going to have a -2 on that, but let's just
good luck.
Yeah. 7.
Wow, that is a squeaker. Sweet. So you form up the giant Hulk hand of tentacles and directly engage that threat, and you get to pick one. You guys will trade blows.
Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Oh, that sounds perfect. And I think that she's trying more like along the jealousy arm. Does she have influence over you? I don't know if she has influence or not. If you, I don't think you successfully taken influence away, right?
But I mean, she's not classed as an adult, so
that's true. Okay, so then I think she was hoping to make you insecure, but you're right. She doesn't have influence over you. So I think instead you are in present surprise, which means you will take a blow. She's trying to make you insecure. So please take a powerful blow as she gets knocked back by the Hulk hand and kind of.
Is it one of those like shockwave?
Oh yeah.
Or maybe both of us go. Okay.
And over there, the park ranger's truck just turned slightly, and he's like, "Whoa!"
Oh, could have been worse.
All right. Well, yeah, it could have with conditions. That could have been a bad one. Bad, bad, bad. But it's still just tough. So choose one: lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain with your mixed success.
Is it? I can't tell. Is it like you lash out verbally, comma, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action?
You
or
lash
take
out
advantage?
verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. So you're lashing out verbally, and then your choice is either provoke somebody to do something rash or inflict a condition. Come on. You know you like that one. It's a great choice.
Yeah. I think like sweat coming down from my face. I'm like, Nemo, really? Kind of. Huh?
Oh, nasty. That's a great comeback. I love it. Oh, man. So are you going to... Are you trying to provoke, or are you inflicting a condition?
Well, I might. I don't know. Did this provoke you to foolhardy action, Nemo, or do you get angry, afraid, guilty, something?
Oh yeah, provoking me to. Nemo is watching this, and I think that the tyke roars and just. I'm gonna actually. I am marking a name, Rich, because I'm gonna use an adult move. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to overwhelm a vulnerable foe.
Ooh, nasty.
I know.
On a hit, the fight's over. They're done.
I know. So that's what I'm doing. You can decide if that means that it's just her over or the constructs, but I'm gonna
Here's the thing.
try.
I don't know if that's doing the foolhardy action. So are you basically going to have to get a condition then?
Oh. Is that
It seems like a
foolhardy
really
action?
smart action is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that is true. Yeah, I'll take the condition. All right. And yeah, I'll take afraid. Do I take that after I roll or no?
You take it before
For
because what triggered was armature doing a thing.
Well, we'll see what happens. Submit. I got
Oh
a
dear.
2. So yes, I fail. I fail badly. I feel very badly.
Okay.
So the tiger like roars and tries to go, but it does not work.
All right. So the good news, JD, is that you get
And
an
I mark a doom
XP.
sign. I do.
You get to mark, yeah. You get an XP, and you get that's called potential in this game. So there's a good thing.
So I have one more until my next advancement, and I have I have a clear doom track, and I have 5 until my doom comes.
I know. This is crazy. So
countdown.
The tiger grows larger. There's the stripes become these like blazing blue fires, and you charge forward, growing, and I'm kind of imagining similar to like the He-Man tiger, where it's that big, and you leap forward towards her, and she stands, and she just puts her hand out, and there's this bright flash. We turn the page, And Ashley Banner is sitting on. Yes, thank you. It is Battle Cat. Thank you so much. Ashley Banner is sitting.
I have all 5 conditions too now.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're kind of doomed. Okay, so first thing we see is Ashley Banner. She's sitting in a living room with a controller in her hand. And then the next panel, we see that sitting right beside her is Spence with a controller in his hand. And then we hear some music, and we see that it's Spence's apartment. And sitting in the comfy chair, kind of catty corner to the couch, is Mateo, your brother. And I'm curious, Viridian, what is the video game that the two of them are playing right now?
Do not ask me video game questions.
Alex, Armature, what is the video game that these two are playing right now?
Since I've been playing it recently, Smash Brothers.
Sweet, that is perfect. They're playing Smash Brothers, and so the two of you have Switch controllers, like the little.
Oh damn!
Yeah, who has the Pro controller? So I'm curious. Does Ashley have the Pro controller, and you have the Wiimotes?
It's Mateo.
Oh, Mateo has that. Sweet. So it's all 3 of you guys playing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's Smash.
It's Smash,
Yeah.
right? So all 3 of you.
Oh man, no!
We have a few panels of you guys playing, and for trademarking purposes, it's like Smash-ish, like it's Mash Ultimate or something, but it's totally
Mash
that.
Sisters.
Yes. There you go.
Crush siblings.
And then all of a sudden, a new player appears and pops in like the dark Wario, like a dark Wario. And we see Coral Corruption, except it's Cora. And she doesn't have her dark aspect. And she's got a Pro controller just like Mateo does, and she jumps in, and all 4 of you are playing Mash Sister. We cut to the kitchen where Armature is there. Armature, your arms and legs are present, and you are standing. You are at a kid's birthday party. Like a 15-year-old kid's birthday party. And you're currently in the kitchen helping Tina, who is Spence's mother. And Viridian, you are also here in the kitchen. So it's currently Anisha and Neil. The 2 of you are here, and Tina says, Anisha, can you help me we got to get some fresh ice into the fridge here. And she has a big like bag of ice. She says, if you could just like crack them open, and then we can put it in the bucket.
Sure.
There's something weird about using hands, because you have these like vague memories of, no, wait, this isn't right. So Anil, as you're standing there in the kitchen, there's like one of those small little cafe tables. There's a bunch of food that's been set there, Cheetos and a bunch of like ding dongs, ho-hos, all kinds of food and snacks and crappy stuff that kids would love. And Ruby Fontaine is there with you, and she says, Did you want one of these? And she like picks up some gummy worms.
Sure.
Cool.
I like sour candy.
Awesome. And she puts that on a plate, and she says, what else do you want?
Oh, I can fill a plate. It's okay.
Well,
but thank you.
I don't mind. I mean, we already started. What else did you want?
I gave Anil a little like elbow and a wink.
Give her an elbow. There you go. I gave her an elbow. You're not used to being able to do that.
Well, sure. I'll have some chips and some of that dip, but that's all. That's all I need.
Cool, cool. And she like spoons out a little bit of dip in the middle, and she kind of takes a spoon and circles it around so that it's a little bit of a mountain in the middle, and then she starts laying some chips around it like it's some kind of the chips are a moat, and that's the castle.
That's they give you high scores for presentation on Chopped.
I love that show. Chopped is so great. Do you watch a lot of like Food Network or just that show? And she hands you the plate, and then she quickly like starts grabbing some stuff on her plate. Like she doesn't want you to walk away, so she's quickly making up a plate too.
Yeah, I watch some Food Network when I have time.
Okay. Well, what are your favorite shows besides? Is it just Chopped, or is there other shows that you like, Neil?
Neil doesn't do a lot of small talk.
So we've like reached the end of his
in the course of his day-to-day existence. No, I'll say I like. Well, it's not Food Network, but I like that. I like MasterChef. But I enjoy the competition cooking shows. I don't know why, except for that British Bake Off thing, which is just boring.
Really? Oh yeah, MasterChef Junior is pretty funny, mostly because Gordon isn't complete, But
Neil,
I turn.
I'm like leaning quick. Her pupils are dilated. That's a social signal.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me she's on drugs?
No. She likes you. I'm trying to comfort him, by the way. I'll support him.
Do it. I love it.
Dream sequence, comfort and support.
Yes. Yeah. Only in your dreams will armature help you out.
I got influence over. Yep, I do.
So it gives you a +1. Roll plus mundane. Oh wow! That is a 4.
I've got this, Rich.
Okay.
So instead of whispering back, are you telling me she's on drugs? I say to Ruby, Unisha says you're on drugs.
I didn't say she was on drugs. I was saying she was aroused.
What? Yeah, and I think that will give you a condition, Unisha. So, I think Armature needs to feel a little guilty or insecure. Up to you, guilty or insecure, whichever you think.
Insecure. Because, social interactions.
You have got, I don't know, like, oh my God. Anil, can we just go? I want to talk to you anyway. And she tries to take your arm and like one hand on plate and the other hand guiding you away, Anil.
Told you so.
I will go with her.
Sweet. She is going to guide you. You go past the Mash Sister game that's going on, and she's kind of guiding you down the hallway. She says, I don't think anybody's in Spence and Mateo's room if you want to chat there and stuff.
Mine.
Viridian doesn't do too many social situations in the course of his day-to-day life. So I think he's just going along until he figures out what to do. So I'll let her guide me into Spence and Mateo's room.
Cool. So help me out here. Oh, gorgeous. With that fail and that potential, that is great. It's at the end. Yeah, that's so good. Spence, what does the room that you and Mateo share? What do we notice about it?
All right. Well, Mateo and him have a lot of posters, and you see kind of they're very different. I feel like Mateo is a little neater than Spencer is, and his kind of aesthetic runs towards mortars, whereas Spence is very bright and cheery. You know, it's not a typical teenage boy side or teenage girl side. It's kind of got mixed different things going on. Um, and you got band posters and that kind of thing going on.
Sweet. And when you say bands, is this like rock bands, boy bands, K-pop bands, old
Oh,
like?
rock bands,
Okay, cool.
and some vintage stuff too. At least on Spence's side, I feel like Mateo's got the whole emo uh, kind of band type stuff on his side.
Sweet. I think as we come in, we the most obvious piece is the homage to Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody with like the four heads, kind of thing with Freddie Mercury. I think that'd be a cool poster to have on the side
for
of the wall.
sure.
Yeah, and so Ruby like walks in, and Neil, you walk in after her, and then she shuts the door, and then we'll cut away from the two of you, and we come back to the Mash Sisters Ultimate Brawl game that's going on. Ashley, Cora's come and she's sitting on the arm of the couch right beside you. She's just going after your character. Like every round after round, she's just constantly trying to take you down. How are you handling that?
So I think that in previous rounds I was playing Kirby.
Nice. It's so Ashley.
And now I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it, it's Pikachu time.
That's the best. It's on the statement I've heard all day.
I know. It's on like Pikachu.
It is on like Pikachu.
Sweet. Cool. So you switch to Pikachu, and her like Dark Wario starts getting taken down. And so she will tap out in the next round to like a darker character. What's like a really dark character from Smash right now? Like the evil version of somebody.
I mean, there's King K. Rool finally. You can play as Ridley, the villain from the original Metroid, I think.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, she comes in as Ridley. And
a big dragon, by the way.
Big dragon. That sounds really appropriate. Let's do
that.
I
like it.
So yeah, she goes, oh, fine, whatever. Wario's a piece of crap anyway. And she switches over to Ridley. And Mateo screams out, why are you always the dark characters? Why don't you play somebody good? And she glances over at you, Spence, and smiles and says, come on. Evil's more fun.
Spence is just like, maybe we should do like team ups.
Oh, well, you're on my side, right, Spence? She says immediately.
Yeah, sure, babe. He's kind of, like, they're kind of distracted, and they're like,
Cora hops off of the arm, and she like moves over to just squeeze herself between you and Ashley.
Yeah, Spencer kind of distractedly, like, wraps an arm around her. Like, this is just kind of like auto mode, and kind of they kind of snuggle, and like they're choosing the character, and they're like, I think I'm gonna be and chooses Wario.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's trying to talk you into being some evil character as well. Ashley, when Cora just wedges herself in and she's kind of turned away from you, and you're effectively a little like shut off from that, how do you react? What do you do?
Well, if we're doing 2v2 now, I've got to be like locking eyes with Mateo.
Mateo, he nods and he's like, okay, if you're Pikachu, he starts going through the character select screen. Who's somebody that would team up well with Pikachu?
Man, I don't know because I haven't played the new Smash yet and don't know that much about it. However,
Captain Falcon.
There we go. He's Captain Falcon.
Man,
that's very hilarious. I remember older Switch Smash stuff. So yeah, Captain Falcon. He chooses Captain Falcon, and then Anisha, you've helped out with the ice, and when you come around from the kitchen to look into the living room area, you see Cora. She's leaned in. She's kissing Spence's neck while they're choosing a character, and she looks back at you. And there is this complete look of contempt. And everything that was happening before comes washing back to you. And you can look down and your arms slowly fade to where you see the tentacles underneath. And she's doing something to you guys right now. You know it. What do you do?
I need to assess the situation while I can think.
Sweet. Go ahead and assess the situation.
Save us.
Roll plus superior.
9.
A 9. Okay.
Can I bump that to a 10?
You certainly can. What does it look like though?
I think that Spence feels something is weird as she's like kissing their neck, and like it's like something in the back of the mind is kind of bothering them, and then they turn back for a moment as they hear someone walking, and total confusion is on their face, like because there's just this war going on, and it's like, wait, what's going on? Anisha I like, but Cora confusion. like that something does not compute, and they're just kind of giving Anisha this like confused look.
Yeah, that kind of clarifies the oddness of whatever's going on for me to
love it. That pushes you up to a 10, and now you get 2 questions.
Yeah. What here is most vulnerable to me?
Spence, Nemo, absolutely. Most vulnerable to you.
How could we best end this quickly?
Reach out to Nemo to stop this. You know that they can counteract any manipulation that Cora can do.
Yeah, I think that Nemo kind of blinks as Cora probably tries to put their attention back on her, or I don't know.
She does. She's like licking your ear, and she whispers in your ear, Spence, I love you, Spence.
Yeah, and I think that kind of
Spencer.
I think that kind of snaps Spencer back to to the cloud.
I don't think so.
What? No, I meant into the cloud of
her. The cloud.
Into the not thinking about Anisha anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I didn't know. Like, did you upload yourself to Apple Cloud? Like, okay, I got you now.
No,
I'm with you. Sorry.
No, into the kind of haze, the easy haze of kind of, going into the easy lie.
Yes.
And he's like, they smile up at her and like, I love you too, babe. And they start kissing.
Spencer, I need to talk to you.
What? Spencer like separates and blinks, and looks, smiles at Cora, and then smiles at Anisha, but looks really confused. Like it's like, yeah, yeah. One moment, babe. I'll be right back. And he starts to get up, and he starts to get up and like follow Anisha, and she's like, "Who are you again?" And I know
Armature.
you.
Look at this. I'm showing my arms. Does that look wrong to you?
Your hands? He kind of smile, like chuckles and like puts a hand on your hand. You're silly.
Uh,
You're a friend of Ashley's, right?
I drag him into the kitchen out of line of sight. Spencer, listen to me. Does this seem strange?
He kind of like looks around. They kind of look around and then they see Cora like looking back at them, and like they see as they go forward, and then they go into the kitchen, they see the mom and everyone. They're like, uh kind of. I don't know how we got here.
Cool. If you want to get anything more at this point, Armature, you need to provoke your teammate.
I was thinking that.
And just so you know, I have got my hard move locked and loaded. So good luck with this die roll.
Yeah. Okay. Spencer,
Save us.
this reality. I think Cora has changed our minds.
Cora, why would she? And you see them pause, like thinking really, really hard.
All right.
Like,
so for
the
PC,
instinctive, of course.
sorry, just wanted to jump in with the moves. You got an 8. So on a 7 to 9 for PCs, you choose. If they do it, add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, mark a condition. So Armature, which do you offer?
Team pool.
Okay.
Team pool, yeah. No, Nemo, like, so you see Nemo starting to be like, no, that's ridiculous. Like, what are you talking about? Cora can't, and why would she?
Can
And then they kind of blink.
I would like to do something to like just push him over the edge.
Yeah. What do you do?
Put my hand on the kitchen table, grab a knife, and then just go down where my hand shouldn't be.
Nice.
Holy shit. And that kind of sparks.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because Nemo blinks as it all starts coming back to them.
Sweet.
And they're
so
like,
as everything comes back to you, you realize what's happening. Your mother turns into Cora, and she's hovering somehow, and she says, she's lying. She doesn't care about you like I care about you, Spence. Come on. This is way better.
this is a fucking lie. And yeah, I think should I guess unleash my power to
Cool. And so
try
as you
to...
start to go ahead and get ready to unleash your powers, we cut to a panel of Ashley and Mateo. It's a moment of like Mateo saying, well, maybe we'll just play, and you drop out. Now, are you guys playing against bots, or is it 1v1 with type deal? Like, what are you imagining that Ashley and Mateo are doing?
I mean, Ashley would advocate for bots because then it's more chaotic. There's more on the screen.
Yeah, so you guys are like playing against bots, and he says, so are you like seeing anybody? He asks like a little fright
Yep.
tone. Oh yeah. Who?
Yeah. Elizabeth LeBlanc. She's pretty cool. We don't go to the same school, so we don't get to see each other maybe as often as we like, but she's totally awesome.
Oh well, that's real cool. And then we cut to another panel of Neil, and Ruby is leaning in to kiss you. What do? Her eyes are closed. You could totally move away.
Radian doesn't get kissed a lot in the course of his day-to-day life.
I love these explanations every time. It's so good. I totally see it as like text at the top.
I really think I just completely freeze, and so whatever happens.
Awesome. So it's like Ruby with her eyes closed. She's moving in. Viridian's eyes wide open, frozen, and then your lips meet. And then we go to the Unleash Your Powers move from Spence.
Okay. Wish me luck, guys. All right.
So close.
I got a 9.
Somebody want to push that up, or are we going to leave it at a 9?
Should the +1 from the assess apply to this? Because even though it's not the same.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
It should. So
all right, so a 10.
To a 10.
Yeah. So you see like Nemo's like face twisting in rage as they confront Korra, and they're just like, "This is a lie." And
Ooh, yeah. Nice. That sounds awesome. So what is it? Is it like a thunderclap and you guys are all back in the forest, or what do you imagine? Because Nemo, you reshape the environment. So what does this look like?
Yeah, so I think we're all in the forest, and I don't know what Korra has done to every back, but like this breaks the spell on everybody, right?
It does. Yeah, you just broke it.
So are we all on the ground, or?
I think everybody, like we have Ash, who's like now sitting and holding empty air in a controller fashion. We have Armature, who's now returned to having her, her tentacles, and then we flash to Viridian, who is kissing the park ranger, and they both step back. They both kind of step back, and the park ranger says, "Sorry."
Where's Korra right now?
She's Korra, right before she's there. She's not able to fly, so she's right there, and she's God, Spence.
How could you do this shit, Korra? And I think like just the rage on Spence is still there, and as they're stepping closer, and I think I want to use move. I want to spend a burn.
Okay.
To use move to just go super fast and just tackle her.
Okay. What is the I'm again not terribly familiar with the Nova. So what is that?
Okay, let me just say. So it just says you spend a burn to move any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. Okay. And then I may want to. Yeah. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just tackling her so she's distracted and like.
Sweet. Yeah, you knock her to the ground. That's fine. You spin the burn, so it sounds fun. Just saw Jen's comment and it made me chuckle. Sorry. You knock Coral Corruption to the ground, and she tries to laugh and play it off. Like she tries to wrap her arms around you and pull you in for a kiss. And there's a moment where she says, Give me your power and I'll leave you alone. I swear. We're two halves of the same sphere. You had powers before. Just give them to me. And I'll go away. I swear.
I think that Spencer's like that there's a definitely a moment of consideration on Spencer's face, like as they're like reaching back to try to punch her, and they're like, you know, like they're stopping for like uh, and they feel their body like weakening, because that this is going to cause their death, like the powers, eventually, and they have been using it a lot, and I think they just they're like no, and then they try to punch her. I'm gonna try
Directly engage
to,
the threat.
yeah, directly engage, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I got a 3.
You rolled a 3.
Mhm.
Huh. Sweet.
Good.
You hit her. And then with her super speed, she hits you back 5 times.
Oh, all right. And I think I'm out.
Yeah, I think with all of those
Yeah.
conditions marked, I do think that overexerts you. So go ahead and mark a doom track, and she knocks you out.
Yeah. And yeah, you see Spencer punch her, and then her punch Spencer back, and it's hard as she just boom, 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 and Spencer just like falls over and slumps onto her.
Nice. And she just easily but gently shoves you over and stands up and looks at the 3 of you, Armature, Seraph, and Viridian. You can leave now. I have what I want.
I've still got a few things I want.
I just scream and run out.
Oh man, no dramatic takedown. That sounds awesome.
It's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
Do it.
I think you're directly engaging a threat. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Even though we can't do it that way effectively at the table, I feel like all 3 of us are probably like on in the panels.
Oh yeah.
I think you would see all of us doing things at exactly the same moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think we can spin team pool to bonus up any of these moves. You guys are currently at team pool of 4 because you added 1 in. So I'll update that. I moved everybody to the pictures because I like the picture of Coral.
Well, good news.
You get a potential?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? She rolled so bad that even if both of them helped you, which they could only get you up to a 6.
Yeah. So I full-heartedly get there first. And
yeah, you get there before the other 2. They're both moving in behind you, but she grabs you and she flings you hard, like through 3 trees. Snap, snap. And we see tentacles flying off, and you need to take a powerful blow.
oh, this is gonna. I've got 3 conditions.
Could I try to defend her?
Oh,
Maybe catch her
Do I need to take the powerful blow first,
smaller
or
body? Yeah.
no, I think what the move is that she throws you. You would take a powerful blow, but if you can successfully defend, which means you're not going to be able to attack Coral Corruption by giving up that movement, I'm okay for you to kind of intercede. It's not like we have initiative, so I'm okay with it. But you've got to successfully defend. So go ahead, Seraph. See if you see Archer flying through the ground. She like smashes through, flying through the ground, over the ground, and she smashes through the first tree. It looks like she's going to keep going, and you can try to fly after and save her.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
No pressure. Ooh.
Nice.
That
Smooth
is a
10.
full hit. Fantastic. When you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, roll plus savior. On a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Add a team to the pool. Take influence over someone you protect or clear a condition. Remember, if you take influence over her, you already have it, so you could shift her labels. Or you can clear conditions, which isn't a bad idea if you have any.
Yeah, I think I'm going to clear a condition. I'm going to clean off guilty.
Sounds good. Viridian, you're the only one left facing her.
I think at this point, Viridian is still angry, but now he's just he has transferred that anger. And at this point, it's just about raw power. And so this is two hands crossed in front of me, and just sending out a beam, a foot and a half wide of pure green magic energy, trying to hit her square in the chest.
Nice. She does see you directly engage with your enemy here. This threat.
It's an 8.
Right. On an 8, you can choose one. You guys will trade blows.
Let me get back to my basic moves.
I can throw that into the chat if you
No,
need
I've got it. I'm here. I am not going to resist or avoid at this point. I'm going to create an opportunity. And specifically, you can, of course, what I'm hoping to do is give Nemo the chance to shake it off and act. But I don't know what being taken out of the fight actually means. So
I do have my moment of truth I still need to use, but
could be we will deal with that in just a moment. So you try to buy him.
In other words, that's the opportunity that I was hoping to create as a suggestion.
Sweet. So we see the green beams come from your hands, knocks her to the ground, but you feel her trying to use that vitality absorption to drain your life energy as you're forcing her. She's getting weaker and weaker, but she's trying to draw that strength from you like some kind of vampiric power. You need to take a powerful blow. This is from someone of far greater power than you.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that last time. So, all right. So I'm rolling Savior for this one.
All right.
And of course, it's a full hit.
Actually, isn't a full hit good on this?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome.
I forgot. I'm going back to
I was like, wait a second. I think it's a good thing.
I go into the PDF for my move because I can't see all of it at once.
That's right. On a hit, you stand strong and you choose one. And I can throw that into
I got it.
Okay,
got it.
Cool. Just trying to help. Sorry.
I keep my attacker's attention.
Fascinating. So you've created an opportunity.
Trying to build on that opportunity.
I love it. Yeah. So we see like these black veins appear on the sides of your face, Viridian, and we see starting to grow a little bit weaker. But you think, what is the thing that your father taught you? Like, is there a mantra? Is there a memory that we have, like a flashback of some training thing? What is the thing that you have learned in your studies to help you draw power here and from your legacy?
What it is, and I always forget what it's called, but I know Rich will know what I'm talking about. The vocal tabla rhythms, like Srila Chandra does, the doom chika taka doom, doom chika taka 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 taka, where you do the tabla rhythm patterns,
Right.
but you're doing it with your voice. I think this is just sort of it's sort of at the very lowest level of volume, but he's basically running over the basic tabla rhythmic patterns, and that centers him and brings him back in to
Oh, that's
to
sweet. And we have at the bottom of the panel where we see a couple panels of you struggling past the pain and trying to hold her attention and not give in as she drains you. We see the words that you're chanting, and then we see this blackness, and the words come underneath there as well. And Spence, Nemo, the doomed, somehow something wakes you just enough, and you see her. You're on the ground, lying at her feet. You see Coral Corruption. You see her drawing the strength from Viridian, leeching, growing
Yeah.
ever stronger.
I think you see Nemo's Nemo's eyes blaze and the glow surround them as they shape shift into like bigger and bigger and bigger, and they grab Cora like as they shape shift into this giant. I'm gonna use my moment of truth.
Oh, sweet.
If that's okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's totally okay. What happens?
Okay, so the moment of truth for the doomed is the prickly, tingling fear of your doom, always in your head. It holds you back most of the time. But right here, right now, it gives you the confidence to do anything. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Is it worse than your doom? Do impossible, do anything. But mark a doom sign after you're finished. So, uh, given the opportunity to do anything, I think that you see Nemo transforming into that blue dragon again, as they have Korra in their in their claw now, and they and land trying to off as far as threatness.
I mean, you're defeating her at this point. You've done the moment of truth. You've won the fight. But how far do you take? You could destroy right now.
Yeah, I think that I'm not certain that Nemo is holding back. I'm trying to think.
Remember, it's anything. It's not just defeating her. It's anything.
Anything. Oh, yeah.
Pretty broad.
It's true. It's true. Okay, I got it. So I think that Nemo's to the ground, and she's not dead, but she's like out of it. And then they like have this sort of life energy thing, and they're except it's draining her powers.
Oh, you bastard!
And Nemo and the red is going in, mixing with the blue, and so it's got this like purple swirl as the powers are coming into one to home in Nemo, and yeah, so Nemo's now a purple big ass dragon, and Korra is unconscious on the floor and looking human again.
Nice. So Coral Corruption is no more. You have taken all of that Norix the Devourer gave her, that the sphere bestowed upon the two of you. You've taken it into yourself, and you know that by doing so, you have only hastened your doom. Please mark a doom sign. But
Of course, yeah.
that works. So, Seraph, you caught Armature after she snapped through a couple of like a large tree, and you caught her, and that helped you to wipe out one of your conditions. And we took care of this in chat, but just to state out loud, you, Armature, by going first, took some foolhardy action without consulting your team. So you took out your insecure, and Seraph saved you. What do you do?
I think I'm trying to kind of climb up out of her arms and like, we have to get back into the fight.
And I don't argue or verbally respond terribly. I'm actually setting her back down on the ground and looking at my angles. You know, do I get a lot of altitude and drop from above? Do I stay low and use the trees as cover? And then Spence does their thing. So and I watch. I assume that we haven't had much of an opportunity to move away from each other. And I point out, that's both colors of the orb converging in one person.
She drained Cora's powers. They drained Cora's powers.
Yeah. I think Nemo slowly starts shrinking down into themselves, but they're all purple and like the crackling purple power is still there.
Cool. And Viridian, the vampiric powers, the vitality absorption has stopped, and you remain strong with the chant, speaking in tongues. And you're right by Spence. You see Nemo now, a purple figure, crackling with energy and power.
That's better. Nemo, are you okay?
I think that Nemo is just silent with their eyes closed for a while, and then they open them, and there's still this like vibrant violet, and they just nod, Cora, and they pick Cora up slowly. We should get her maybe medical attention.
You're JD, I'm having a little trouble, like you're roboting a little bit. I think you said need to get her to medical attention.
Oh. Yeah, I said get her into custody with proper medical attention.
The park ranger says, I can do that. Pulls out his mobile phone and starts making a call to Aegis.
We all turn like, oh, you're still here.
And a pretty good kisser.
Who
Yep.
So Cora opens.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Cora opens her eyes just barely, like in slits. She's weak. And she says, You took it away. Why?
I'm sorry, Cora.
could have been a
You
real team.
How could anyone trust you? You did. I'm sorry. I couldn't let you keep that power.
It's gonna kill you.
Spencer closes their eyes and opens it again and gives a small nod. Like, I know.
So, unless people had something they specifically wanted to do, I think that might allow us to skip a bit of time with some people arriving to an ambulance arriving to cart Cora away. And I don't think the crackling energy stops, Nemo. I think kind of your semi-permanent state for right now.
Yeah. I think Nemo's just got the crackly purple energy and veins all going on and the violet eyes. It's their permanent look now.
Yeah, I think I'll approach Nemo and put a hand on their shoulder and be like, hey, so maybe now's not quite the time yet, but I think that Cora had like one good idea all day. Just one. Let's go to your house and play some Smash.
Nemo snorts. It's just like, and looks at you and smiles and is like, yeah, that sounds good. Meet you guys there in maybe half an hour. I should probably talk to my mom first. Explain all of this.
Let's see if that comfort support worked, because that is, let's go play Smash sounds like a broy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of hope that focusing on playing Smash as Ashley Banner and like putting that on offer is me affirming my mundane identity.
I agree. Yes.
Cool.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna do that swap real quick. And then roll that mundane. Nice. So that's a 9.
Nice.
I don't think there's any particular.
On 10 plus, you can also add a 10 pool or clear condition yourself, but the Benny's for Spence still works. So, Spence, you mark potential clear condition or shift labels if you open up to.
Okay. Oh, I did. With the failures that I did, I gained my last advance for I think this game. So I was gonna take regeneration.
Neat.
That's okay. Yeah. So I think regeneration. I think that triggers here. So it says when you're taken out, you can trigger an emergency regeneration Your body undergoes an unpredictable transformation, and in mere moments, you're back on your feet and ready to fight. Clear 3 conditions and choose 3 from the list below. So change your physical appearance, change your gender identity or presentation, lose an important memory of a teammate. They lose influence over you, or swap an ability with another one from the newborn playbook. So, or forget all your lessons, but I don't have lessons. So I think what I'm going to do is change gender identity or presentation. Nemo's been a bit more masculine presenting, I think. So right now they're pretty feminine presenting. Change the physical appearance, obviously. They have the purple thing. And I'm trying to think if Nemo should forget the kiss or not. Or
Well, you have some time to think on it. Somebody asked for a bio, so
yeah,
it's 17 after. Let's take an 8 minute, so 25 after. We'll meet back again. So
okay.
take a nice 8 minute break, and we'll see what the new Nemo looks like as we've hit the staple. When we turn the page, we'll see the new Nemo. Cool.
New Nemo, yeah.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to everyone.
Hey.
I was trying to click over to Alex's cool Ragnarok avatar change, but there he is. I'll show it to the world. Love that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, Oh, right. Can I spend a team to make that a 10 for the comfort and support?
For yourself?
You're welcome to it if you'd like, I guess. I mean, sorry, Ed.
Just so you can get the benefit too. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's cool. I dig that. That's pretty clever. I was a little confused for a moment, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, mark down the
So
team.
that, you know, because I'm comforting, like it's an interaction and a moment.
Good idea.
So she's, yeah.
Nice move.
So yeah, so you get and going to so
You can clear a condition yourself, which I don't think you have any conditions, so you just circle back.
well,
I'll put the team right back because
yeah, so you put the team right back in the pool. All right, that's cool. That's cool. And I think that Nemo is going to open up as they talk, and they're just like, I don't know how much time I have left, but that's how I want to spend it with my friends. Takes your hand and squeezes it and smiles at you.
yeah, no, that's how we should do it.
I think what I'd like to do. Wow, by the way, I don't know why I look all red faced today. It's weird, like the color correction on the webcam is different. I look like I'm beat red or something. Anyway,
You weren't red before the bio.
huh.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Oh ho ho! Wouldn't you like to know? I ate pieces of ice cream with my mouth. It was tasty. I think it would be kind of cool because anything else would be anticlimactic. That we do just a few effectively epilogue scenes to bring this issue to a close, and then we'll close it out. It's a shorter session, but you guys used a moment of truth, and that was pretty awesome. So sometimes the issues are not double-sized issues. So pick up with all four of you at Spence's house. Mateo there as well, and you're playing Smash because that's what you were invited to do.
Viridian is watching.
Yeah, Viridian doesn't play. Nice. You're not with the video games. Is that what you're saying, Viridian? There's a mystical art that's beyond you.
Yes.
He wasn't allowed a console as a kid.
Does Armature
Yes,
have a
train.
controller?
Does Armature need a controller?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh.
I mean, it's a simple signal. Is it Bluetooth signal? That's easy.
That's pretty badass.
Armature's
Oh, is it?
I'm like getting snacks, but there's a player for us doing
it.
Okay. Question. So it says the on the regeneration, like, forget an important thing with somebody, they lose influence. So I think on a teammate. So I think that what I want to do is I want to completely forget that that someone exists. Like someone who's not here. Like the bull.
Like Atlas?
Could I yeah, like Atlas.
Yeah, you forget that Atlas ever existed. That's harsh, but appropriate.
Yeah, Yeah. And I think that that works as you see Nemo slowly degrading, like losing to this power and losing kind of uh like this their mind and whole body is deteriorating.
Nice.
So
So, Ashley, you're sitting on the couch right beside Nemo. Viridian's standing up and watching Mateo's in the comfy chair, and Mateo's trying really hard to just concentrate on the game because every time he looks over at Nemo, at Spence, his brother, it's just obviously bothers him. Like he doesn't know how to take this, so he's just pouring himself into the video game. And then at one point, he selects to he plays as oh shoot, Captain Crap. What was the character's name again? I already forgot
Captain
it.
Falcon.
Captain Falcon. And then he says, "Oh, by the way, are you Ashley or Seraph?"
Oh, I'm Ashley right now.
Okay, cool. So he says, "Hey, Ashley, are you dating anybody?" And he asks, kind of a hopeful lilt in his voice. And it's a complete like he didn't have that moment, but you remember this conversation.
Yep, and there's like a moment where I'm like frozen. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody right now.
yeah. Nemo was there during that conversation, wasn't he? Or no, was
Oh,
yeah. So Nemo just kind of like freezes, especially as the character is on the screen, the one that Cora chose, and they're just kind of like flinching.
And then do you like go in and talk about dating Elizabeth? She doesn't go to your school, but
Yeah, I'll repeat the whole thing.
nice. And he just nods like he did before. Oh, cool. Oh. And then Viridian, do you get a text message?
From Ruby Fontaine.
Yeah, you do. You do indeed. It says, heard the Guardians got into some shit in the woods. Can I have an exclusive?
This is more familiar territory for Viridian. So he'll text back and arrange to meet.
Cool. And she texts back, GR, the number 8, and then like a heart. So a 3 and a, greater than less than symbol there. And she says, I'll see you there.
Huh. I look at the phone. Viridian doesn't interact with emojis much in the course of his day-to-day life. Sorry, I apparently had a shtick today. But
I love the shtick.
And I raise an eyebrow and then just put my phone back in my pocket for now.
At some point, no, sorry. Go ahead.
I have a question for JD. Do you imagine when this finally comes to an end, comes to a head, do you imagine that you're going to be dangerous? Like that the ending of this?
I think it's more that Nemo's body can't and so deteriorates and dies, and the energy might be a small danger, but I don't think it would be a big danger.
Okay. Viridian doesn't know this, and so he is also he's very carefully keeping an eye out in case he needs to move the potentially explosive person somewhere that is preferably not the Orange Julius at the mall.
Yeah.
Poor Orange
That
Julius.
makes sense.
They just do not have enough insurance for all of the zipping and zapping that happened to them.
Yeah, and I think that Nemo like kind of blinks and looks at Ashley and is like, "Wait, wasn't there a big guy Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. Kind of shakes his head and just can like selects a character on the game.
And I'm kind of like, do you mean maybe he's talking about the video game?
Yeah, like there was this blonde guy or something that was big. I don't know.
Atlas?
Yeah, maybe that was his name. Could have started with an A. Argos? Maybe
Aspen is named
Atlas?
after a tree because he's so tall, right?
Yeah, or Aspen. Yeah. Argos or Aspen. Could have been Atlas though. I don't know. It's kind of fuzzy.
I think I'm like
A character on here.
kind of I'm doing like scans. I'm
You
starting to do.
see Nemo's getting brain damage slowly in their hippocampus.
Oof,
Okay.
that's harsh.
They're dying off.
So, so we don't have to get too terribly depressed playing through a long scene of watching Nemo die. Should we let you share with us what Nemo's last moments are like?
Well, I was hoping to get a moment with Armature once she realizes that, like saying
Oh, that's a
goodbye
good
and
setup.
stuff.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Somewhere else? Like, is there another scene?
Before, yeah, exactly.
Somewhere else.
Before Nemo like forgets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nemo kind of I
We
don't know
do
if
like
Armature wants
roofs.
to start that or
Maybe on the roof. Like,
yeah. It's like, yeah, I'll let's go get some air for a minute. And Nemo will join you up on the roof.
is there like rooftop access, or is it? Do we go out the window or float up, or
Oh, we go out the window.
yeah? Oh. Up the wall and
Yeah. So it's out the window and up to the roof, and it's a nice night. And Nemo's got like some pillows and a blanket, and kind of like puts it up there, and you guys sit. And Nemo's kind of like, "You saved me. You saved all of us when you 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 snapped me out of it and got us out of there."
yeah. You're forgetting things.
I am. I mean, a video game character. It's kind of
It's more than that. I could freeze you.
freeze me.
We'll put you in stasis. Try and figure this out.
Wouldn't that be kind of expensive? I don't know. I mean, who
I
would pay
siphon
for
off the
that? And
secret. It's fine.
sorry, say it again.
I siphon power off the city grid. It's fine.
I think at that was just like you rebel you. I don't know. That's a lot of power. Do you really think there'd be any way to
I don't know.
help me?
I mean, truthfully, I just don't know. But there must be some way. I mean, if me and Viridian pool our knowledge, I can keep you frozen for years until we can figure it out.
Older. Everyone would get older.
Yes.
I think Nemo shakes their head at that. It's like, no, no, I think I need to let go. Say goodbye. I made a choice, and she said this, the power would kill me.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. I mean, Armish is definitely mulling over just doing it without his request. So I mean, I don't know.
Armature do that.
Hmm?
Yeah, Armature could totally do that. You know,
I think you could probably tell. You could. She has her calculating look on. So.
yeah. Does she have that look in her eye that she's not letting this go and she's just gonna do it? Okay.
Let her know.
I think Nemo.
Convince me.
I think Nemo tilts her head up as she's like frown, you know, and like looks at chin up and cups her face and looks at her. He's like, "Thank you for everything." God, there's so much I want to say. I wish I did have more time, but I'm glad that what time I had, I got to spend. I think that they're going in for a kiss.
She closes her eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Kiss.
Cool.
And then I think Nemo pulls back and says, "If you really want to do that, then I mean you know better than me how that works and what it's like and what chances are, but I'm okay with either." And I don't. If you did that, I don't think I want my family to know because they would worry so much and it would be hard on them. So if you did it, no one could know.
Let me get my things.
Except the team.
And I thump off the side of the building.
Oh God. And Nemo just decided, what did I do?
Skipping my step, and which either I'm going back to put him in stasis, or it's going to be way more bittersweet. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Nemo sighs and it's just like, oh boy, what did I do? They just wanted to make her happy.
Is there anything left? I just want to make sure I kind of stomped on people a couple times. I want to make sure that is this it? Is the last few moments
And
of
other
the
than
agreement?
goodbye, yeah. I think it's goodbye.
You know what though? You know what I think would be perfect? I think if you don't mind me making a suggestion, Rich and JD, I think it would be great if the readers don't know whether Unisha got back in time with her equipment.
Yeah.
Because that then leaves Alex.
That's perfect.
That then leaves Alex the choice of whether or not to tell the team even about it.
Yeah.
Potential secrets that I think would be pretty neat for one.
Yeah. I think that the last scene is Nemo just shaking their head as Anisha bounces off and being like, what it's like, I love you. And kind of closes their eye on the. I don't know if they're dead. Yeah, that's perfect.
Sweet. I think so too. Thank you for that suggestion. That's a really good solution.
Yeah.
Let's now move on to the post game, because if that's the end, right? Except
Yeah.
there's a last page reveal, which I have in store.
Oh my
And
god.
I know it's the last page reveal, and what we see here is I'm going to actually show a picture, and that will be it's a single picture, or a single panel is the last page. There's two panels actually, but it's the same picture. Just the second one has something different. And what we see is this place right here is like there's an old amusement park. This is the remnants of Mr. Amazing's Wonder Walk. And we see that for one panel. And then Atlas appears in the panel and looks around and he says, "Oh boy." And then that's the end of our issue. Cool. So let's do our end of session fun stuff, my friends. At the end of every session, you get to choose one. And since I lied, or maybe I didn't, and Nemo isn't dead, you can participate in this too. We'll start with Nemo. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Well, I mean, I think I grew closer to the team, man.
Okay. I can see all of
yeah.
them. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with actually Ashley on this one. So
Interesting.
Ashley, you have influence over me already, I believe. So you can go ahead and switcheroo my labels.
All right.
Sweet. And while you're doing that, we'll jump over to Viridian. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
There wasn't a lot of. I think we had some good teamwork. But that's not really what this question means.
Right.
I think I'm going to image of myself once again. I'm sorry to say.
That makes sense.
Because it was some decently effective, and also I had that moment where I was tapping into the legacy. So
that was super fun, by the way.
And that means that do I have a choice to make here? Yes.
If you grow into your own image for yourself, explain how you see yourself and why, and then shift one label up and another down.
Yeah, I think it's. I basically did the explanation there. I think it was hearkening back to my training in the meditation / vocal drumming exercise that brought me into focus as part of my legacy. And then I will shift some labels.
Cool. And then we will jump away. We'll come back and find out how you did that by going over to Armature.
Okay, let's between the two nice ones. Self-image. I think it was the seeing past the nonsense. I think that kind of reinforced the kind of her vision of her, her mind being, my mind will not be conquered by memory manipulation and things.
Nice.
I think that kind of...
You get to shift some labels, and then I will bounce back to Seraph. How did you shift Nemo's labels?
Nemo should shift their savior up and their danger down.
Cool.
Gosh. All right.
And then, so for Seraph / Ashley, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
While you're thinking, by the way, I put my mundane down because I think I might have shut some of that humanity, locked that up a little bit for the moment, and put my superior up.
Cool.
This is gonna probably come off a little weird, but I think I'm gonna grow closer to the team, and I think Nemo made me feel pretty welcome.
That's cool. All right, I already had influence on you, so let me see what I'm gonna do here with that. All right, I want your savior down, and I think your mundane up. And for my question, my end of session question, did I make progress towards defeating the nemesis? I'm gonna say that's a hell yeah. So.
Yeah, I would agree. Honestly, I think it if you were to play again, it would have to be a not doomed version of Nemo.
Yeah, it would have to. Well, yeah, I think it would have to be I'm one off from my 5th advance, so could be a switch of playbooks.
Good deal. Awesome. So then let's swing back around to see, how did you shift your labels armature?
Oh yeah, like I said, I put my superior up and my mundane down, and because I'm fairly sure I didn't do anything to with my shame this session. I need to give influence to someone. So a potential parting gift for Nemo. You get to mess with my labels.
Nice. All right. Let me see. I'm messing with labels.
Oh, and by the way, in case I don't know if you're on a tablet and can see the chat, so we're voting for Nova as your playbook shift.
Oh, Nova, yes, I would love Nova. Yes,
Nova's a good idea.
That's totally, I think, what it's gonna be if I do come back ever. All right, so I'm gonna say superior. No. I want mundane to go up. I'm trying to figure out what to put instead. Put down. I think I'm gonna put down. Yeah, I'll put down savior and up mundane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I mean, I would have done it if you said superior, but I'm glad I didn't have to just reverse what I just did completely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you just bumped superior.
And
Oh, I'm
dropped
sorry.
mundane.
No, your mundane stays the same. Sweet.
No, I'm good with that.
And then Viridian, how did you shift your labels?
I shifted my freak up and my superior down because I feel like I was pretty power oriented, even though I wasn't necessarily rolling that move. I feel like I was pretty powers oriented this time.
I agree. Sweet. Does that wrap up all the label shifting? It was a bunch. I don't want to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Yeah.
All right. So that ends the team and the move and all the after questions. All that heft is over. Let's move to our traditional feedback process of roses and thorns. Thorns are missed opportunity.
Argo is missing.
Things have been fun. There you go. Yeah, you're going with Jan missing.
Yeah.
No, Jan. That's an easy one. Alex, you have any other thorns?
I was hoping I could get away with the easy one.
You got away with the easy one. Sounds good. Who'd like to go next on thorns?
I had any interaction between Nemo's mother and them, really. That was hard, but the answer and everything else was really badass. So
Okay. Sorry about that. I left it out there, but yeah.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, JD. Jen or Paul, who would like to go next with thorns?
JD's connection problems.
Yeah. That sucked. There were times where I couldn't.
I had some.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
Choppy and
Okay.
yeah.
I'll have to see if I can figure that out if I ever come back.
Yeah,
I'll try to
you
more
can-
clearly communicate. It might have been a thing where if I'd been clear, maybe you could have like turned off camera or done some of the other stuff that Paul does when sometimes he has problems.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was happening, so someone said something.
Cool. Jen, did you have any others?
Not that I can think of at the moment. I'll get back to you if there's anything else that crops up.
You bet. Paul.
I have nothing to add.
All right. Then you get to stick with you. Do you have any roses, Paul?
Yeah. I enjoyed the Mateo Ashley awkwardness both times. I dig the preview of coming attractions with Ruby, which is fun and plays towards something that I have mentioned before, wanting Viridian to have a friend outside of the team. And I thought the beating Cora moment was quite satisfying.
I agree too. That was one of my favorite moments of truth. That was really cool. Jen, what roses did you have?
I'm going to second on defeating Cora being very satisfying, and I was like, oh man, it's Nemo's moment of truth, and they can do anything, and they've got those connections and the power and the draining stuff. Like, what if they take her powers away? And I was super pleased that came up and played out. Like, I didn't even have to speak up and backseat drive to make it happen. Because I think that's just kind of perfect. So that was cool. It was fun to see Armature like flare up and get really emotional. Let's see. And yeah, no, that smash at Spence's place, that was great. Both times. I liked the moment where we were snapped out of the scene and then dropped into the psychic construct of Cora manipulating our thoughts and memories. I like scenes that are like that. Some of my favorite scenes are like mindscapes and dream sequences. So I was here for that.
I'm glad to hear that. I will be honest with you. Like, I had this as an idea, and I knew I had the backdoor excuse of she has memory manipulation powers. So it didn't feel like it was impossible, but I did realize some people hate dream sequence stuff. So there was a risk of it not going well or really souring. So I'm
I
glad.
am not influenced people. But yeah, no, if like one person had boxed, the whole scene would have probably fallen apart. But I appreciate the risk.
Hey, you're back, JD.
I found it. I'm sorry.
I have a rose that I forgot. Rich, can I jump back in for a second?
Absolutely.
Also, enjoyed the moment where Armature played the worst game of Mumbledy Peg ever, and stuck a knife through her memory of a hand. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was so drastic. I just love that. Cool. So JD, are you? I know you're having some
Was
tech
Jen
issues.
done?
Was Jen done?
Sorry?
Oh, was Jen done?
Oh yeah, I'm basically done. JD, I was doing roses, and I just pointed out that I really loved that in defeating Cora, the possibility of just draining away her powers and leaving her alive, like came up, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I was so hoping for that. I was just like, I didn't want a backseat drive either. Like Jen said, I just like, if I just say anything, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, who was it? Who I gave that was like, I don't know, maybe you could do better, bro. Who was it that said that? Because that was.
I just said
like
anything. That's all I said. That you could do anything.
Yeah, that was you. That was really good to spur me to kind of make a better choice. So, thank you.
It was pretty good. I have to say, I did not expect number one, moment of truth. Number two, draining her powers. But that was just the best end of round two. Your doom comes, and so does her doom comes. Because in my head, you both were going down that drain. Like she was super going to die, and she was pushing every power she possibly had.
Exactly.
You were unfortunately having to do that in as well. So you guys were in a bit of a death spiral. So that was I didn't say it has to be a certain way, but I said, if you don't do anything, this is where it's going to go. And I'm going to keep pushing that along. So that was great. JD, did you have any roses, any other roses, anything else you want to pass out?
I think the moment, sorry, that was my dog there. But I think the moment with,
do you want to try switching the camera off just so I can hear a little bit clearer?
Yeah, sorry. I think the moment with Ashley was one of my favorites. That was really sweet. I liked that. And of course, Armature, like the moments where we had her break snapping Nemo out of it and stuff like that, and that was really sweet. And Rich, I cannot stress enough how creative and awesome that dream sequence was, and just in general, it was really good.
Thank you. Cool. Thanks, JD. Alex, bring us home. What roses did you have?
It's a bit seconding other people, but I really like that it wasn't just a big brawl in the forest. We had that, reality, little pocket reality thing happen. I thought that was really nice. So I really enjoyed all of that, all the little, basically everything of that.
Good.
And you got to, kind of break it up and change the flow of it in an interesting way. And everything everyone else said.
It's the best part of being the last rows is you could just horn in on their action, make them.
It's like, oh well, that's been taken. Okay, I'll think of another.
You
Damn it!
I'll take your smart stuffs.
Everyone just keeps taking everything you think of.
I just want to say thank you guys for being open to the idea of a mini series, kind of in the middle of our action that we shunt off and do this whole separate thing. JD, thank you for making some time and being with us every Sunday in December. It has been really fun playing with you face to face, as it were, over Hangouts, but I still call it face to face because I'm a nerd and that's good enough for me. I can't wait till the new year and more games with you guys. It's been really, really super fun. So with that, we will call things done.
I will miss you guys. It's been really good.
Very enjoyable.
Last and future Masks games, I might tune in and watch.
You are welcome. Cool. I'll stop the podcast here. Thanks all.